Watkins.
I thought we did a good job minute 1 through 90. Idaho's a good team. They were really disciplined defensively, and it was hard to find spaces between them. But I thought we played well. We'd like to score 2, 3, 4 goals a game. But when your opponent is that disciplined and that sharp, sometimes it's hard. And so I was happy with our performance all the way through. Every position, we did a good job tonight. On a night we needed to, we did it.
We'll open question for student athletes first.
Just kind of the general on the first tournament win. What's it feeling like in the locker room? Does it feel like there's a little bit of lifted off the shoulders getting that done?
Marissa, you want to answer first?
Well, I'm just gonna say the energy that our bench gives us, and all of our energies, which is showed on the field, helps so much. And as you can tell, after the game, we all got hyped to the climb?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us. We've been loving that song. It's definitely a hype song now. Yeah.
Yeah. I think all of our energy starts from the locker room, and it's super fun. I mean, if you guys would be peeping in, it's hilarious. But all of our energy really starts from the locker room, and it's everybody combined. All the bench, everybody who plays, who doesn't play, it's really exciting to see how much energy we have as a collective whole. And once you walk in, it's oh my gosh, it stinks in here.
I'm the buzzkill coming in. They have a great time in there. I don't know what they're doing, but
Yeah.
wow.
Whoever wants to take it, could you just talk about your defense today? It seemed like you would keep the ball on the other side, and then Idaho did cutting off passing lanes. It seemed like Idaho didn't really have a whole lot of challenges. So what do you think you maybe did best today on that end?
Yeah, I think as a defensive unit, we've improved a lot game by game, and it comes with the experience of all the games that we played, 20 games now. With Michaela Werner in the back, she's gotten really comfortable with just switching and the communication. Just our whole back line, I think, has just gotten really comfortable and really experienced in those high-pressure scenarios. Idaho kind of did put the pressure on us, and we had to stay composed. I thought that's what we changed as a whole, showed our composure.
Yeah, I'm going to say defensively, I feel like our whole team is working for each other. So, Coach made it a point, you can press someone, but you may not get the ball, but it's the next layer of line that will win the ball because of your pressure. And I feel like that was shown a lot today in our, defense as a whole, from the forward line to midfield line and defense, obviously.
Can I get your perspective on the goal there? When you got the call, was it immediately, I'm going for this?
Yeah, I mean, I practiced those. I practiced those in practice, and we have a lot of good strikers. Gianna scored against Pepperdine, and I was like, should I let her take it? She knows she can have her second one. But I was like, I feel confident in myself, and I was working on them. So, and then once I hit it, I was like, wow, this is an amazing feeling. And then I went to go hit this. And gotta do it with the fans. I love the fans. Yeah, the Ronaldo celebration. The energy was great. Everyone loved it, I hoped.
Did you do a sweep?
I did. You didn't. You missed it.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it was okay.
I might have
Yeah.
been screaming.
Everyone was. Yeah, it was awesome. I couldn't have done it without Chelsea Lee, who getting the foul, and our whole team, obviously all together, working together. So yeah.
So against Pepperdine, Chelsea Lee draws a foul, right side of the box, left side of the box rather, exactly where Gianna wants to be. In this game, right side of the box, exactly where you would want to be.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get Chelsea to just keep doing that?
Chelsea's got that scissor move that's so good, and I hadn't thought of that, but it was her drawing those 2 fouls that made the difference. It's the left-footed side, and Mars confident enough to step up and take it. I loved it because it is her side. She should take that shot, and she shot to the open space, which is smart. The wall was so close; it's hard to get it up and down within 20 yards like that, or 19 yards wherever it was. And so she took a brilliant shot, and she has such a good left foot that keeps it on frame. She's going to have a great chance.
Question for Coach Watkins.
Can I do one more for the players? When you're counter-pressing in a game like that, which is what you typically like to do, and is there anything that didn't seem to work, or did everything just seem to run like the metronome of the counter-press is on, and here it goes through the midfield, and was there anything that wasn't working?
I personally thought that when we kept the ball, that's what kept our energy going. And once they counter-pressed us, we did a really good job of just keeping wide and forcing errors for Idaho. It seemed threatening at first. They had two really fast forwards that were like, oh my gosh, like they're coming in hard. But I think we just did a really good job just being composed and making sure that once we get the ball, just being calm and being composed. And that, I think that's what eventually deflated Idaho's press in the end. But yeah, I think we did an overall pretty good job. But yeah.
Cam, do you have any questions?
Yeah, you guys did a really great job of possessing the ball for long amounts of time. You guys were able to find each other, passing wise so often. What was working with that? How was that working?
Mara, you want to take that?
Well, I just think having 11 people on the field, 11 confident players who want the ball, and when they're on the ball, who want to I don't know, keep it, because some people can be frantic when they get the ball, but I feel like our team has nice composure, and yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something that we've gotten better at. We've had practices this past week, just wanting the ball, keeping the ball, being possessive players. And I think over the games, we've gotten collectively better at that.
Any questions from the back row?
Coach, just hearing Barry talk about the records that you guys, not only just with attendance, but just all the accomplishments that you've had this year, how does the community support play?
1,800 tonight was awesome. It was awesome. We have good support already. Gonzaga has a great brand, and so a lot of people are cheering for us and things. But we've got to, we're just starting this climb. We need to get even more people. We need to grab more people on our bandwagon here, and hopefully this is part of it.
Time for one more.
Coach, you had 16 people playing the first half. How nice is it to be able to, dig into your reserves and find good bench players to come in and play quality minutes in a big game like today?
Yeah. Caitlin comes in. We know she's coming in every game. Caitlin's a former walk-on who comes in now, and she's one of our first people off the bench, first one off the bench today. We have a great team. Years ago, we both keeping possession, we struggled. We had a hard time replacing our starters with great players, and now we have that luxury of having people come off the bench. We actually could go deeper than that. I looked around and at the end of the game, saw a lot of great players who didn't get in and feel badly for that. But that's another little step on our climb.
We'll go on to Joe.
Talking
Hey, Joe.
about Chelsea again, key down the stretch, she gets the PK goal against Santa Clara, the two free kick
Yep.
opportunities that she created. And she's come back with 2 ACL tears. What does she bring to your team?
Well, we just had our conference awards come out, and we nominated some people for some awards we didn't get. There's 4 major awards. We didn't get any of the 4. And we pushed hard for Chelsea. We pushed hardest for Chelsea to get the award. She doesn't have as many goals as some people. Our conference is deep. There's great players everywhere, and so I'm sure great players won awards. But it's hard to imagine someone more important to their team than Chelsea is to us. We score goals. We have great players everywhere, but Chelsea's the heart of this team, and she's earned it. And really proud of her. A local kid too, and her story's fantastic. It's got another year. She's been here for a while, but she's got another year too. And I'm thrilled. And thanks for bringing her up, because we're just over the moon about how well she's both developed and created for us over the last 2 months.